大家好
Hello.
，Hello，
Hello, hello.
Welcome to Learn and Learn 午间中文，欢迎大家。
你好，
你好，Eugenia，你好，
你好，你好，
你好。
你好，你好，你好吗？
很好，谢谢你呢，
呀，也很好。纽约今天很冷
对，
，Yeah，
谢谢。
Yeah，New York City is really cold today。
嗯，
哦，
妙老师好，
那人快，一点点人快，
有一点凉快呀，凉快 is cool。
凉快。
呀呀，So 欢迎大家，Welcome everyone. So we will wait another 1 minute so to let everyone in, and then we'll start our program today. So 欢迎大家，我看到了很多我们老的朋友，old friend, and also maybe we have some new friend, right? If you are the first time joining us, you can say hello to everyone in the chat box or raise your hand. Tell us where are you from. Me, Yong Qianglin from China Institute, so in New York City, Manhattan. 欢迎大家。
欢迎。
Yeah, 欢迎
哎，
is
我
welcome. Yeah, welcome. So during the program, so feel free to open the mic and your camera to see everyone, to chat with everyone. And also, I would like to remind everyone that our whole program will be recorded and shared in the YouTube after the program. So you can review that after the program. So 哦，我们有 Peter 是 first time 在 Brooklyn，欢迎 Peter。Okay, so let's start our program. So today, so my name is Yong Qianglin, and currently I'm at China Institute in American 华美协进社. So actually, I'm from East China Normal University. So I'm a guest faculty here. So I have been here for more than almost 5 years or more than 5 years. So welcome everyone. So 欢迎大家。And today, so it's a little bit different from last time. Today, I have two colleagues, so working with me in our program. So actually, they are two interns from East China Normal University. So if you are a friend from our last session, so you know we have another two interns joining us the program to assist us to assist us. So this year, starting from September to the August of 2026. So we will have two new interns joining our program. So next, I would like them to introduce themselves to you. 一月和迪莎。
大家好。Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you at Lunch and Learn. I'm Disha, and I'm also from East China University. I'm doing my internship in China Institute for a whole year. And in the future, Yue and I will accompany you to in Lunch and Learn to learn Chinese and explore Chinese future. Hope we can have a good time. Hi.
Okay, hi everyone. 大家好. I'm Yi Yue Yang. You can call me Yi Yue. I'm from East China Normal University and doing my internship for Education Department in China Institute. This is the first time we joined the Lunch and Learn program, and looking forward to enjoying a happy time, pleasant time with all. Thank you. 谢谢.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yi and Disha. Welcome joining us. So Yi and Disha will, starting from this time, Yi and Disha will take turn to a small presentation about Chinese character. So to share the knowledge and the sentence and also the vocabulary, so related to the Chinese music. Okay, so next, for the first time joining us, I would like to introduce a brief introduction of our China Institute. As you know, China Institute American 华美协进社 is founded in 1926 by American and Chinese American scholar John Dewey and Paul Monroe, and also Chinese scholar educators Hu Shi and Du Wei. So we are a non-profit organization, so to help Americans understand Chinese culture and through different programs, so on-site programs, online program in topic of education, public culture, and also business. So we are very glad here to welcome everyone. Long-term Learn is one of our online program, but China Institute is based in New York City, Lower Manhattan. So and also, so China Institute has a Chinese China Gallery, so 中国美术馆. So it's China Institute China Gallery. So we have a different exhibition every year. So I would like to share the current exhibition with everyone. So the title is Metamorphosis: Chinese Imagination and Transformation. It's starting from September 20th, 2025, and to the January 11th, 2026. So during this time, if you are in the New York City or you come to visit us, visit New York City, so you can come to us, stop by, and say hello to me, and also see the exhibition. This exhibition is a contemporary Chinese art exhibition. So we have more than 20 Chinese artists. So to show their painting and sculpture and photography, different things. It's used the artists use the Chinese traditional culture elements to reflect their thinking of the contemporary society or the traditional Chinese culture. So you will see a lot of Chinese traditional elements. For example, the Chinese character and also the Chinese painting and also the installation arts. So to how the artists use this in the modern way, the contemporary way to show their artworks here. And some of them are the first time to see in the U.S. So the important commission, including a new painting by Sun Xun, is in the whole 4 whole walls. So with painting on the wall, it's painting on the wall, and Sun Xun, the artist, painted here. It's going to be 2 or 3 weeks before the exhibition opens, and also an immersive dream chambers by Bing Yi, and also Xu Bing, so who is very famous with his square word calligraphy, and his new artist pieces is on this show this time. So welcome everyone to stop by to say hello to me, to us, and also to see the exhibition. Okay, and next I will share everyone the program of today. So the first part will be the 音乐. 音乐 will give us a presentation about the Chinese character 琴, guqin, and also then the next one I will turn over the camera to Zhou Yi 老师. Okay, so let's with further ado, let's start our program. So 音乐.
Okay, I'll share my screen first. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Yue, and this is the first time I do the presentation. Hope you can enjoy it. The title of my presentation today is Traditional Chinese Instrument from Qin. Now let's start. Have you ever heard about the word 四艺? The 4 essential arts of the ancient Chinese scholar, they are guqin, qin, the board game, qi, calligraphy, shu, and painting, hua. So in Chinese, we call them together qin, qi, shu, hua. You can try to read after me. 琴棋书画. Yes, very good. And among the 4 arts, the qin specifically refers to the 古琴. 古琴. Yes. Yes. Its placement at the head of qingqi shuhua represents the important status of the guqin in traditional Chinese music and culture. So let's start with qin.
Qin.
Yeah, looking at this slide, we are looking at the magnificent evolution of the character qin. First, we have Jingwen, the Chinese bronze inscriptions. As the name suggests, they were characters cast onto ancient bronze ritual vessels. And then this evolved into 篆书, the seal script. And then 隶书 in Han Dynasty, the clerical script. And the last one is what we are so familiar with, 楷书, the standard script, also known as regular script. And its structure is square, balanced, and very clear. We can see that the evolution of qin is more and more simple, and from imitating the shape of guqin to simplified and abstract one. Then let's look at the structure of qin. This is the 篆书 of qin. First, let's see the upper part. Here are many horizontal lines. These lines are like strings. And in the lower part, the open circle at the bottom represents the surface of the guqin, while the two vertical strokes at the very bottom represent the feet of the guqin. And then they are simplified as this. The upper part is used to represent the shape of the character, and the lower part, 金, is used to infer the pronunciation of the character 秦, so that they are incorporated as this one. And then let's see some characters with the same radical. The first one is 色. You can try to read after me. 色.
色
色.
色
Yes, very good. 色 is another traditional Chinese instrument. It is different from the guqin. Guqin has 7 strings, right? But 色 has 25 strings. The strings are divided into 3 sets, with 7 strings in the central set and 9 strings each in the 2 outer sets. And when the guqin and the 色 play together, they will produce a beautiful and harmony sound, so that we can call it 琴瑟和鸣.
琴瑟和鸣
Yes, very good. 琴瑟和鸣. 和 means together, 鸣 means making sounds. So the original meaning of this word is tones harmonized perfectly. And now it is used to express a married couple shares a perfect understanding and an intimate relationship. And next one is 琵琶.
琵琶
琵琶.
琵琶
It is another very famous Chinese traditional instrument originating from the Qing dynasty. It is crafted from wood or bamboo and features a half-pear-shaped soundbox with 4 strings. Pi and pa, which originally referred to 2 distinct playing motions. And in Chinese literature, here is a very famous long poem about Pipa. It is 琵琶行. 琵琶行 is a famous narrative poem written by the Tang Dynasty poet Bai Juyi in 816. The poet meets a skilled pipa player on the river. She was once a celebrated musician, but is now lonely and forgotten. As she plays her pipa, her music is incredibly beautiful, but also full of sorrow. Hearing her story and her music, the poet feels a deep connection because he has been sent away from the capital and feels misunderstood. The poem beautifully connects music with human emotion, showing how art can express shared feelings of sadness and loneliness. It is one of the most beloved poems in Chinese literature. And here's a very famous sentence in this poem. It is 嘈嘈切切错杂谈，大珠小珠落玉盘. It is extremely touching and famous sentence. You can also try to read after me. 嘈嘈切切错杂
杂
谈，
唐，造谁是
大珠小珠落玉盘。
大珠小珠流于旁。
Yes, 嘈嘈切切 means a beautiful mixture of deep, resonant tones and light, scrape, ringing tones, all coming together in a clear, harmonious, and delightful cascade of sound. 大珠小珠 means large and small pearls. 玉盘 means jade plate.
鱼盘
So this sentence means loud, deep, and resonant sounds and soft, fine, and hurried sounds are interweaving, like large pearls and small pearls falling on a jade plate, so clear and melodious. On the one hand, through the metaphor, we can see that the poet instantly transforms the abstract image of music into visual pictures, making us hear the clear and melodious sound of the pipa. On the other hand, it highlighted the pipa player's exceptional skill. By hearing the Pipa song, the poet was reminded of his own experience of being exiled, which thereby evoked a deep sorrow within him. Okay, that's all for my presentation today. Hope you can enjoy it. Thank you so much.
谢谢，
谢谢大
谢谢
家。
你。
谢谢你。
Yeah, 谢谢一月. Thank you for your presentation. Okay, now I'm turning the camera to Zhou Yi 老师. So Zhou Yi, who is an artist playing pipa and guqin, and Zhou Yi 老师 is also teaching pipa class at China Institute now, and it's in-person beginner class and also online advanced class. So if you are interested, I will post the link in the chat box. Okay, now I'm turning the camera to 周易老师. 周老师.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. And for international student, good morning, good evening. 各位下午好，早上好，中午好，晚上好. All right. So as I did last time, before we start our class, first I'd like everyone to clear the mind first. That was my first lesson when I started learning guqin. My teacher always said, 调情先调心. Yeah, maybe 音乐永强 or Chen Lao Shi, you can type the Chinese in the chat box.
Yeah.
调情先调心 means while tuning your instrument, tune your heart first. So let's tune our heart. Oh, sorry. Turn the music. Okay, let's start our class. First, let me share the screen. Sorry, my outdoor neighbor is cutting the lawn. You can hear the noise in the background probably.
看不到周老师。
Not yet，好像 just a little.
OK，
Just the screen. Okay, can you see my screen clearly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
可以。
可以哈。Okay, first let's go over the homework we learned from last week. Like as Ingrid said before, last week, last lesson. So we talk about what is a guqin, and it is a 7-string zither over 3,000 years old and achieved among the 4 arts. 4艺, just record that one. And also the other thing I might like to mention about is it belongs to silk category in the 8-sound system and the range covering 4 octaves and 2 more notes. Okay, 4艺 just went over last time before. And another is a 八音. 八 means 8. In means tune. So 八音. What is a 八音? It's a basic Chinese musical instrumental category. So the music instrument can be divided into 8 sections based on their making material. First is 金, like a metal chime, and 石, stone chime, 土, it's a baked clay-made wind instrument, kind of like a teapot, but it has a hole, and you can make it as a wind instrument. And leather, 革, like a drum, silk. All these like string instruments belong to the silk family because long time ago the strings were made of silk. Mu, another percussion instrument like a temple block, wood blocks made of wood. Pao, kind of like a squash, a pumpkin, a gourd instrument. Also, this one is a wind instrument. And a zhu, another wind instrument, a bamboo flute. Probably you hear or you probably you heard and saw it in a lot of Chinese music concert. And recall homework from last section. Also, I shared the different styles of the guqin. We have Confucius style, spirit style, green silk style, and I asked all the students to select your favorite style of the guqin. Remember that? I shared this too. And also to name it, because for Chinese, ancient Chinese scholars, they take this as like a personal, like a pet almost. So they always name their own instrument. For example, this one, it's a Tang Dynasty music piece it's around like 1,500 years ago. So the name of this instrument is called Sage's Echo, 大圣遗音, and the style is 神农 style here, this 神农 style. So also I remember the homework is select your favorite style of the guqin, also give a name. And if you haven't do this homework yet, you can type your answer to the chat box. So that's a recall from last lecture. Now today, let's move to the second part. From characters, 字, to music, 乐. Guqin's music notation is very unique. It's different from other Chinese instruments. Mostly Chinese instrument now we use numerical notation, which means it's number. It's like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. But instead of write C, D, E, F, G, A, B on staff notation, we use number. Like do is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So you can see in guqin's notation system, there are three important periods I'd like to mention about. First is from the Tang Dynasty, which is 1500s ago. It is called four-character tablature. In Chinese, it's called 文字谱. So it's all written, it's like a poem, all right, from top to down, from right to left. Then the second period, it was from late Tang Dynasty or dynasty to early Song Dynasty, which is 10th century. So from 文字谱 and developed to reduce the character tablature or simplify character tablature. It is called 简字谱. 简 means less, minimize, 简字谱. Then when the time went to Song Dynasty, which is from like 600 years ago, around 800, 600 years ago. So the 简字谱 became standard guqin's notation. Even the modern guqin player still use the 简字谱 system, the simplified or reduced character tablature. Let's take a close look of the earliest surviving guqin tablature. So this is the full written character notation, which is from Tang Dynasty, 1500 years ago. It is called 文字谱. All right, so this is the oldest surviving guqin tablature. It is called 结石调幽兰. 结石调 means which tomb. 幽兰, beautiful orchid. So it's a piece about the orchid. And it's a Tang Dynasty score from 7th century EC. So take a look all this calligraphy from top to down, from right to left. And let me explain a little bit of this. Here, this whole section, from here to here, you see that go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Actually, these 5 lines only explain one single note. So 结石调幽兰, the orchid piece, lasts around 8 minutes. But in order to write down every single note on a piece of paper, you have to write almost 5,000 words. So 5,000 words, a Chinese character, 5,000 characters to just describe a piece long like guqin piece. For example, here, it's basically use your left hand's like middle finger or thumb to press on the dot. You remember last time we showed there are 13 dots or 13 hui wei on the guqin to press on which position on the guqin, and use right hand's which finger to pluck which string to make what kind of sound. So in order to play one single note, you have to use a whole, like a few sentences to describe a single note. So can you imagine that? Like for a modern musician, if you go to a rehearsal, you have to carry like a very thick book because like all this note was described by a few long sentences. Then people thought that it is too complicated and took a lot of time to just mark down all these skills. Then during the late Tang Dynasty, there was a musician called Cao Rou. He invented a very smart way to notate this like scores, notate these pieces. So this one, during this period. And now the next score I'm going to share, still the modern guqin player will still use a score like this. Looks similar to the Tang Dynasty score, but it's much easier. Right, for these character, if you learned Chinese before, maybe you know, but here, the real score starts from here. Look, they look like a Chinese character, but you don't know what's the meaning of that. And even most of Chinese, like regular general Chinese people, if you don't know the guqin, you don't know how to read this character. So they call this 天书. That means heavenly book. So that means like a book, like it's mysterious. Only the God know what it means. 天书. Or you can use 天书to any like sentence. If someone's handwriting is very sloppy and messy, you can say, hey, your handwriting is like a 天书, a heavenly book. Nobody understood. All right. So this one actually use a very smart way. We call it the simplified character notation or reduced character notation. 简字谱. 简 means less, 字 means character, less character notation. So this is an old surviving collection of complete guqin scores. The Tang Dynasty piece, only one single piece, an 8 minutes long single piece. But this book, this is just the first page of the book. This book includes 64 ancient guqin pieces, can be traced back to the Tang Dynasty. So the name of this book is called 神奇秘谱, which means mysterious and marvelous tablature from Song Dynasty, 1425. So yeah, so this year is exactly 600 years anniversary of this existing book. This is 2025, 600 years ago. So this is a book still existing and survived. All right. And I'd like to mention the background of this book. Actually, this book was written by a princess of Song Dynasty. Remember last time we also shared some masterpiece of a guqin, something like this. And I shared a guqin that was crafted by a prince of Song Dynasty. He was very talented in music and arts, not just craft a guqin. Also, he created this book. It's called 曲仙神奇秘谱. So it's a princess of Song Dynasty. And now you know a little background of this 神奇秘谱. You are wondering, what does this character mean? All right, I'll explain that. Okay, first let's take a close look of the character. So there's a sample of the guqin tablet. Probably you say, hey, you said a notation, now it's tablature, it's a scores. What's the difference among this? Why it is called tablet? Because when we talk about the notation and the score, you always think have a pitch, like da 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 when you sing a sound. But it's a tablet. Guqin's notation system doesn't have pitch. So it doesn't have like C, D, E, F, G, B. All this actually is a fingering tablature. For example, here, if you learned Chinese before, so that is called da, means big. In this part means left hand thumb, left hand finger to use here. And 9, number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That means left hand position indicated by 徽位. The ninth dot, the ninth 徽位, the ninth dot on the guqin, which is this area. Oh, it's a little dot here. And the bottom part, this another Chinese character. 7, another number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is right hand, pluck the 7th string. So string plucked by, the 7th string plucked by the right hand, just like this. I will share the sound later because it's different microphone setting. All right, and here, this one, that means what kind of techniques for the right hand. So that one means right hand, use the index finger to pluck the string. So compared to the Tang Dynasty score, in order to in order to like play one note, you have to like the musicians has to use like 5 sentences just describe one single note. Here it's very smart. So replace the 5 sentences were replaced by one character, one simplified or reduced character. So we always read from the top left to the top right and out, lower outs, and go in. So this part is use the left hand thumb to put your thumb on the ninth dot, and the right hand, meanwhile, right hand pluck the seventh string. It's a very smart way to describe a single note. Even modern musicians, we still read this notation system. Still the fingering temperature, still using. And since you know how to read the Tian Shu, the heavenly book, now a little quiz for you. Take a look at this. All right. So take your time to write your answer to the chat box. What does it mean? You remember from top left to right and out of the bottom part and the inner part. Yeah, probably there's some new character. Don't worry. I will explain in the next slide. Okay. So this one is called right hand gestures and techniques. 右手八法, 8 basic techniques of the right hand. The first one is 磨, the third tone, which means use right hand's index finger to smear or wipe the string. 磨, but instead of use the complete character, we simplified to just the lower part of the character. From here to here. Looks like a Chinese character mu, but doesn't mean mu. That means right hand's index finger go inward. The lower right hand part. And the second one is tiao, the third tone. Tiao, instead of use the whole character. This technique is simplified to just one stroke. So actually it's a right hand, right part like this. So that means use right hand's index finger to play outward, poke, or you can say it. Next, go. Yeah, this word we can still use in modern language. Go, it's like a hook. And instead of use the whole character, guqin's notation only use the outside part of the character like this. Next, T. So instead of use the whole character, only use the outside part of the left side. That means pick. That means use right hand's middle finger to pluck the string outward. Another one, 打. Probably if you learn Chinese, you know 打 like a hit, right? But in guqin, 打, this character is simplified to the right side. 叮. But we don't pronounce 叮, we still pronounce 打. It's a part of the character. That means strike the key. 打. The third tone. And the 摘, again, outside of the right part, means pluck. Use right hand's ring finger to pluck the string outward. Next, 拖, it's like a hold, lift, right? And use the right side here. First tone, 拖. So that means use right hand thumb to go outward, to pluck the string outward. Last one, 拨, but the modern notation always said that it's a P, probably because a long time ago, the scores always like a handwritten, and people misplace the lower part from 手 to 刀, from hand to knife. That both meaning they are the same. That means use right hand thumb to pluck the string inward, split, you can say. Okay, we only use the top right hand side part or left hand side part. So it's in Chinese, actually, this is a shi, like a dead body, but doesn't mean like a dead note or something. That means right hand thumb to pluck the string. And in order to play these techniques, also people created a book. Like they use beautiful pictures to indicate how to move your finger to make this smear, poke, hook, pick sound here. Maybe you can follow me in front of the screen. Let's see. I'll just go smaller so I can see myself. Okay. So the first one, 调, the third tone, use the right side, 调. So how do you do the 调? So think about a wild goose holding a reed, 鸿雁衔炉石. That means outward index finger to pluck. Now I'm holding my hand close to the camera. Maybe you can follow my instruction. So here, this is the beak of goose, and you do this. And the other, yeah, and the other finger is kind of like the goose wing, kind of like this. So from this side, you can like this. A goose holding a reed. Yeah, you can just follow me. Mimic. Yeah, let me show it from this side. It's like this. Yeah. So that means index finger go outward. Next. And here, inward index finger pluck, right hand, still right hand. A crane crawls in the shade. So usually we'll play like this, go inward like this. So here, this is the neck, your pointer finger, your index finger, kind of like the neck of a crane. And here, or from the side end here, like this. So every single technique has a beautiful name and came with a beautiful picture. There's a lot of them, so we have like time limitations. Okay, I can only share 2 techniques with the pictures here. And let's talk about the left hand. Left hand markings. 左手标志，大指 thumb. We simply use 大。The fourth tone, 大, the thumb, left hand thumb, and left hand's index finger. We just use the top part of the 食指, the character. And left hand's middle finger, just simply use 中, the first tone, like 中国, 当中 middle finger. And left hand's ring finger. 无名指, we use the second character, the top part of the second character. Kind of like a Chinese character, 夕阳的夕, but doesn't mean 夕, doesn't mean sunset. That means your left hand's ring finger. So this is the left hand marking. Another thing you have to know before you do the quiz. Next one. Okay, marker or dot string numbers. And let me hold up the guqin again. So there are 7 strings, right? From inward, outwards. This is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We simply use a Chinese character to indicate, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means if these numbers, these characters were written underneath the whole character, that means which string to pluck. But if on the top of the character, that means indicate the left hand's like press mark, press dot. Again, 8, because there are 13 dots on the guqin. So there's a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's very easy. Just adopt the Chinese character system. Okay, so this is like 3 slides you have to know before you resolve the quiz. Now, did you get the answer? This means left hand's which finger? This part means
9.
which dot you press. Oh, remember, the ancient China always count from right to left. So from guqin, from right hand side all the way to the left, which dots to press. And here, that means right hands, what kind of technique? Remember we showed a crane, but this is a what kind of technique? Okay, let's recall this here. This middle finger, pluck the string inward like movement of the middle finger. And here, okay, this is very easy. It's a Chinese character. Which string? Yeah, the third string. From outward to in goes the third string to pluck. Okay, did you get the answer correctly? All right. Okay, this quiz is pretty easy, right? Now let's go to quiz number 2. All right. It's a beginner's like piece to start. If you want to learn guqin, the first piece, like we learn always this one, 先温操, tune of the model elder. Right, it indicates all this character. But this is like a modern guqin player's notation. We have simplified character tablature, also with the numeric notation. It's from this part, means dam bam bam bam. So it's la mi la la. Okay, I will leave this on the screen and I will play this piece slowly. And pick any characters. Pick any character you see on this score. Give your answer in the chat box. Or you can just do, I just want to listen, it's fine. So I'm going to play it. Is it good enough? Loud enough? I can see it. Okay, also I need to go my, okay. Change the chair. Okay, let's hear. How does it sound? So this part I didn't mention about. That means open string. There are 3 major tunes from guqin. Open string, just pluck the string by the right hand. So in Chinese, in the guqin notation system, it is called 散音, 散. Like Chinese character 散 is open. So we only use the top left-hand part of this character. And again, that means 7 string and right hand's index finger to pluck outward. So actually the first note, like how to play by reading this character means right hand, index finger to pluck the open 7 string. So it sounds like this. I hear it. And the next character, that means if you don't see any like new character on the top, then it's still open string. That means right hand, middle finger, pluck the 5th string inward like this. Yeah, it sounds like this. Yeah, great. Too small, too square to be seen. Okay. Let me see. Which part is too small? It's oh, I make it bigger. Okay. Is it better now? Okay, I'll just do this.
还是太小了。
还是太小. Okay, it's big enough? Okay, I'll just make it bigger. make this. Maybe just show the first line. It's big enough. Okay, is this better now? Okay. All right, so we have.
Thank you.
And here, same as the first one. And the next one, remember this 西洋的西 means left hand's ring finger. Put your left hand's ring finger on the 10th dot. 10th dot. And which string? 5th string. Right hand, use the pointer finger to pluck the 5th string inward. So it produces the sound like this. So now, I will play these 4 characters, these 4 notes together. It will sound like this. So that is, so from characters to sound. Now, I think you are like better than most of general Chinese people. They don't know the guqin. Now you can read the Tian Shu, the heavenly book. You understand the Chinese guqin notation. In ancient times, only like a well-educated family, well-educated scholars, they got chances to learn the guqin. They know this, but for just regular people, they don't know it. All right, and here, next one, just keep going. Same thing. Open 7th, pluck outward. Use the pointer, and the same thing again. Oh, this time we change it to pluck the 6th string. And meanwhile, left hand ring finger, stop the 10th dot, and the right hand pointer, the middle finger, to pluck the 4th string inward. Alright, next one. Open 7 again, and this time use left hand's thumb to stop the 9th dot, and the right hand middle finger, pluck inward the 4th string. So there's a tiny things in the middle here. That means a slide, grace note. And also this is the most character language from guqin music. Now I'm going to play the first phrase together. I take a listen how characters change to a note, change to a music. Okay. All right, so did you get answers from quiz number 2? All right. Yeah, just to wrap up today's lectures. First, we went over some characters, Chinese and also history of the guqin. Then we went through the guqin notation system, like from very old surviving guqin tablet, one single piece, like 5 characters tablet, to a reduced character or simplified character. And also you have 2 quizzes, like how to interpret these characters. Right? Later on, I will send this to Lin Lao Shi. Maybe you can pass to the student who get idea how to do their homework, like how to analyze this one. And here, right? Now you can. We still have 5 minutes left. You can type your questions in the chat box. I'm going to turn off the sharing screen. I will play a single piece. Today in New York, now it's the first day you really feel the autumn is here. So I will play a piece. It's called 秋分词, Ode to the Autumn Wind. Enjoy the music while you type your question. Okay. Okay, thank you for coming today. Let me see if you have any questions.
Yeah, thank you, Zhou 老师. So any questions? So you can, just open your mic to chat with us.
Yeah,
Very beautiful pieces.
Yeah, thank you. I have a lot of parakeets. Probably you heard them. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I think it's very interesting for today's lessons lectures. So even me, I have learned a lot. Actually, it's the first time I know how to read,
Yeah.
the guqin tablatures. You can from the Chinese, you can use the Chinese character to remember, to learn, to remember the technicals of playing guqin. So that's incredible. Even for me, a Chinese. 我们有几个 question。
今天有在这个群里有住在纽约的吗？明天我们在 Flushing 的图书馆有一个中秋节的表演，是免费的，大家可以过来看。
我在
老师，你有那个 link 或者什么吗？可以发过来。
教授老师发一个那个 information 上去。
周老师 Kathy 有一个问题，您看到了吗？
Oh yeah， 等一下I just went through all this like. How do you know what the notes are? Okay, yeah. Karen, what's your question?
我的问题是 it's a wonderful way to describe what you're doing with your fingers, but like you were doing like vibrational movements and all these other things. Are those individuals or creations, or is there notations that tell you what else to add to just the notes?
Yeah, actually, like I shared the Xianwen's house, a model piece, there's a tiny one, but because it's a lot of lumps, I cannot just describe it here. So today I only show the basic one. So basically right hand, like 8 techniques of the right hand and 4 techniques of the left hand. So, but for the complete guqin scores, they do have a little go halfway, like a microtone, then go slide down. But this is very interesting. But I will cover it for the next 2 lectures. Like there are a lot of guqin schools in history. Like every school, they interpret the music in their own way. Because the people live together, they have the same culture, they have the same taste, same concept. So it's just simple one piece, like a 梅花三楼, 3 variations of plum. And maybe sometimes play. That's a Yushan Pai from the southern city to the Shanghai. And another one. It's the same term, but they interpret in a different way. It on the score are also, in Chinese music, very interesting. We call say the players are always the second composer. It depends on the players.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay, how do you tune the string? Are there different tuning? Yeah, so for this piece, the basic one, we call the 正调. Actually means F 宫调. From lower to high, it's C, D, F, G, A, C, D. So basically from 1 to 4 is a pentatonic and a double octave. 1 and the second string, first and second string. So this is a basic tune. 正调, that means like a F. But also if a different piece, sometimes we tune the 3rd string, sometimes we tune the 5th string. Depends on what piece you're playing. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Any questions? or you can always ask a question like responding to China Institute's email, and I will send the homework assignment to Lin 老师 to share.
Kathy 还有一个问题，他在说在那个乐谱上面，你怎么样知道那个音符是按照左手右手按照顺序呢，还是同时在演奏？
音符左手按照顺什么意思？没听懂。
就是左手右手，还是说同时左右手？
是同时的。So one character. Let me share the score again. Hold on. Okay, let me share the score here.
So it's past one already. So
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, 周老师。
So just 1 minute, very fast. That means like left hand and right hand together to produce one sound. So this character means, yeah, okay.
Okay, 谢谢周老师。
谢谢。
Yeah, thank you everyone. And also want to remind you that our recording will be uploaded to the YouTube link. So if you're interested, you can review that on the YouTube. Okay. Yeah, 谢谢周老师。然后
You're
thank you
welcome.
everyone.
Yeah, see you next time.
谢谢。
下次见。
See you next time. It's November 14th.
谢谢你们的
November 14th for the next time sessions. OK， 谢
再
谢大家，
再见
大家，
周末愉快 ，Yeah，
周末愉快，
周末愉快 ，Yeah，
Enjoy your autumn.
See you next time.
周末愉快，
周末愉快。
Yes， 周末愉快 ，Yeah， 拜拜。